Yo, what's up guys, how's it going? We're back here now with a brand new video, this time on F1 2017, a league racing video, and as you can see this is STS F1 round 1 in Australia season 4. And yeah, just great to be back on YouTube, really great to be back doing these league racing videos. I hope to finish AOR season 13 soon, just so I can start season 14 right after. And the reason I want to finish season 13 is because the last two races were actually decent, and yeah, got pretty good footage out of that, and so I would definitely want to make highlights out of that, and yeah, we'll just complete the series as well, so that would be nice to do. But yeah, those should come out in the next few days hopefully. But now we focus on STS, and you can see coming into turn 1 now, this is our qualifying, and this season is actually pretty strong. Like, the grid's pretty strong. We have, as you know, STS F1 Alonso 14. We have RJ Matiz, as we know from the esports series. He's a pretty quick guy, and on the last game he was pretty quick as well. Raced him in ULCs and AOR this season, so yeah, it's going to be a good season. And we have Shrees as well. We have all-rounder. We have Sierra Hamilton. We have Sierra Rosberg, who's now known as ESR Stone, I believe it is, and yeah, we have Carl Powerful, who was known as VBR Raikkonen, who's also in AOR. So yeah, pretty solid grid this season, and just really looking forward to it and see how it goes. And yeah, as my teammate actually this season is Surprise Me, so like yeah, got a pretty good teammate as well. I've got him in AOR, I've got him in STS, and he's a pretty solid quick guy, and he's on a pad and he's like mega quick. I think definitely one of the top pad users out there, and hopefully together we'll achieve good things in STS and AOR. And coming around the last corner now to finish our first lap, as you would have seen, it's a pretty rough lap. Now they're coming across the line now with 21.7, about 2.5 tenths off Shrees' that, which I must say Shrees' that lap was actually pretty solid. To get that lap in really early on in the session, 21.4 is pretty remarkable. And coming through the chicane now, last time we had a wobble, but this time it was okay-ish. I think we might have cut slightly there, but you can see how much time we've gained just by not wobbling around through there. And so far the lap's been great, and coming around the last corner now, or last few corners now, we are about nearly 3 tenths up. There's literally no point in finishing this lap, because I had confidence in myself that just like in AOR I could set in a much quicker time right at the end with the better tyres and the better track, because we know the track evolution is pretty effective on this game, and on the last game as well. I needed about 3 tenths, 4 tenths usually. So yeah, definitely had confidence in myself that I can put in a decent lap at the end. But so far competitors Alonso and RJ Matiz have not set in a really competitive time, so that gives us a bit of confidence, lays off the pressure. And coming around the last corner now, I think actually Surprise ahead of us. Yeah, he's second, and RJ Matiz is behind us, so we do need to put in a good time. I knew that those guys would put in a decent time. Coming around the first corner now, pretty okay. We didn't gain time on our last lap, which was pretty weird. But coming into turn 3 now, dropping down to 3rd gear, shifting back up to 4th, coming into this 4th corner here. Bit wide on the exit, we're about I think half a tenth up now, coming to finish sector 1. Let's see what, yeah, we're purple right now, we're about 200s quicker than the pole time set by Shrees. Coming around his right hander now, getting ready for the chicane where usually brake at the 100-meter board there, keeping in 4th gear, just about kissing the apex on the inside. That was perfect for us, and now we're 2.5 tenths up. It's amazing how a few corners can just shift your time up like that. Coming through the chicane now, we know we'd gain time here, nicely clipping both apexes, and we're that's nearly 4 tenths up now. We are 4 tenths up, only about 4 corners to go, so we need to keep this up. Could be a decent lap. Through this right hander now again here, drop down to 5th gear, keep it through 5th, just about maximising the track into the penultimate corner. About nearly 6 tenths up, so the lap's been absolutely phenomenal so far. Open DRS, 6 tenths up, coming across the line, 21.1, just nearly getting in 21.0 there. And we go on for another lap, running right on the exit. We actually, like, I think half a tenth up now. So again, like, I wish I got that on the last lap, but then again, that lap was actually pretty decent anyway, so not too gutted. I knew like that time would at least give me a front row, and if anyone beats us to pole, then fair enough. But yeah, after that I just decided to go for another lap straight away, just to like guarantee that pole. And so far the lap was okay, coming through the chicane now, and yeah, pushed a bit too much there and ended up invalidating our lap. So yeah, that's fair enough, and we ended up backing off, and now we get to watch our competitors go through their laps. We're watching Alonso now. I'm looking through the timing on the left there, which is actually a cool addition by Codemasters. Fair play to them for improving the spectate mode and adding those HUD on the left there with the telemetry as well, you'll get to see in the race. But Alonso comes across the line now. What does he set? He sets a 21.5, which puts him 4th. So far it's us on pole. After that it's us on pole. Surprise me second, so 1-2 for the Mercedes boys. Sries in 3rd, Alonso 4th, Matiz 5th, Danny 6th, Orlando 7th, Egisimon 8th, Hamilton 9th, and then Maranzano in 10th there. So yeah, pretty good session for us, and straight away it goes to the race. But at the moment my thoughts were like, this is good, this is exactly what we needed. I was quite surprised Matiz and Alonso weren't quite high up. I was surprised Sries couldn't improve as that. But 1-2 for Mercedes. We hope to take this into turn 1. Lights out, away we go. So pretty decent start. I've been struggling with starts this season in AOR as well, but so far that was good. Sries got a lightning start into turn 1, maintained first place. But surprising, Sries are side by side. Coming out of turn 2, Sries actually squeezed them off slightly, but that's fair enough, that's racing. And now Sries is up to second place. Alonso trying to go around the outside, it seems, and he just goes onto the grass. I think he just ran out of track there and went onto the grass. He drops down, but so far us in first, Sries second, surprise my third, and I think Matiz might have moved up to 4th there in the Sauber. So far okay for us, and I think Alonso is 5th, Danny's 6th at this point. And yeah, at this moment I felt like this was it, this was exactly what I needed, and starting on pole gave us the best chance into lap 1 to keep the lead. And now it's all up to us, it's all down to us now to just maintain this lead this race, and hopefully not do what we did in season 2. But we made a mistake at the chicane there, so now Sries all over us. We cover the inside, try to squeeze him on the outside, then just about enough, and we're still maintaining the lead. But Sries is giving a hard time, and we've actually got a warning there. That's our first warning on the first lap. That's not great at all, and I hate getting warnings in races, and once I get warnings it slightly annoys me because I know I should have not got that. But either way, first warning of the race, and we just need to keep it calm right now. Just keep our head cool and keep the pressure off. We'll try to pull a gap to Sries, or at least maintain a decent gap so he can't make any moves. So into lap 2 now. So far okay, we've actually pulled a slight gap, but the dirty on this game is helping us when in the lead. And yeah, switch our tyres quick to soft there just to make sure we don't forget later. Cut into the end of lap 2, and Sries is still right behind us. He's keeping us honest, and if you look at the map now, the grid is so close. Like top 10 I think was together, and then jumped off slightly, then it was together again on the back 6, back 8 of the grid. And so far lap 3, we tell Jeff to shut up there because he actually talks too much and just gives us pointless information, even though I put him on critical. So yeah, he's definitely not talking anymore this race. And now we're still our aim now is just to pull a gap. That's all we want, because I know it's Sries. I've raced him in AOI. He's a quick driver, and if you give him half a chance, he'll go for it, and we can't give him that. We can't afford to give him a sniff in this race. And Australia is a hard track to overtake, so that's a good thing for us. But yeah, I know Sries, he's a quick guy, he's an intelligent guy. I know he'll go for moves when there's half a chance, and I know he'll make them sick. So just have to respect that and just try and open a gap. So far 4.5 tenths, and looks like Surpriseman's not falling too behind, so that's good for us, because later on in the race we might be able to come up with a strategy that will put us 1-2 again. And so far, yeah, it's okay. And glad to not get another warning. Yeah, felt like after the first lap I started taking a bit more cautious through that third to last corner. Coming on the exit there, that was wide, but yeah, so far decent. Coming across the line now, fastest lap, which was actually beaten by Shrees VTech right after, so fair play to him. He's just keeping us honest right now, and he's got DRS as well. So yeah, this is it. This is as tough as it gets right now, trying to pull a gap to Shrees, and yeah, so far okay. We're keeping that gap, but like I said, one mistake and it's going to cost us not only one but maybe even more positions, because the grid is so close right now. And looking at the gap now, it's about 3.5 tenths. We've actually dropped off, like, which surprises dropped off slightly, and we're switched to now, we're cut to now to lap 6, and with me and Shrees have actually pulled a bit of a gap to surprise me there. And coming across the line, let's see what the gap is now. Have we pulled a gap? Yep, 6 tenths it seems, and 1.8 to surprise me. So we made a mistake though into turn 1, which is not great. So just as I was about to say, we've got a 6/10 gap. We have actually like lost that now, and it's gonna drop down. And right now, my aim was just to maintain this gap, just keep the tires cool, keep the fuel, and just like save it for the end of the stint and go for a push right at the end of the stint, just in case he goes for an undercut. And if we switch on to lap 8 now, towards the end of lap 8, you'll get to see now the grid has actually come together from 2nd to like 6th, and it looks pretty close between them lot. But we've actually pulled the gap to Shrees now. The gap's 1.1, and then Surprise was only 3 tenths behind him, so it looks like he's starting to hassle him. And even behind Surpriseman is Matthias, and behind Matthias is Alonso. So yeah, like I said, grid really strong right now, and going wide again. Lucky to not get a warning there. Coming into the 2nd to last corner, let's see if Shrees does actually pit. It looks like he was struggling on that lap, and he does pit. He goes to the pit, and he's the only driver to go into the pit, so surely he'll go onto the softs and go for the undercut. And something I forgot to mention before the race was that my plan for this race was always to go for the 1-stop, and going by what other guys said to me, 1-stop was way quicker than the 2-stop, so the 2-stop was not on my mind at all this race, and it wasn't AOR either. If the AOR race was dry, I would have definitely gone for the 1-stop. But looking at lap 9 now, we knew we had to just push. We had to go hammer time on that lap, because like an in-lap's pretty crucial, and when you have Shrees that was only about 1 second behind, with the undercut he'll probably like end up jumping us, providing he has clean air. And coming into this corner now, we've made a slight mistake. It's going to cost us a few tenths. But I aim now into the pits, it's just not to speed. We don't have to lose our cool, we just need to keep composure and don't speed. And coming into the pits now, looks like all good. And I think that's Alonso that's followed us in. We've gone onto the soft tyres. I think he'll be going on the soft tyres as well. Yes, he does. And looks like both of us have gone for the soft tyre. And that's a Williams right behind. Could be Sarah Hamilton or ESR Stone. And coming out the pits now, let's look at where Shrees is. We haven't seen him so far. That's Benjamin right behind us, I think. It's Coulthard actually. It's actually Shrees now, and he's on the super softs. He's on the super soft tyres, which is actually quite a surprise to me. Well, it was a surprise at the time anyway, and yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a glitch or something, just a hard glitch or spectate glitch or whatever you call it. But like, I genuinely couldn't believe that he went onto the super softs. Maybe it was a mistake, he forgot to choose the softs or swapped to the softs, I don't know, but or he thinks that the two stops quicker, I'm not sure. But either way, that is good for us. That's good news for us, because we don't have to worry about him too much. I doubt he can go 21 laps on the super softs, and it's hard for someone to go 21 laps on super softs that are good on their tyres. But going by what Shrees had in the first stint when he was struggling on those ultras early on, I think it'd be a really big struggle for him to go 21 laps on the super. So at this point, I actually felt like he was going for the 2-stop, and you can see him, he's right behind us, and as soon as he caught up massively that lap, I knew instantly it's not glitch, he's definitely on super softs, because yeah, he was massively quick right behind us, and even through dirty air he was still keeping that gap. So that pretty much confirmed to me he was on the supers, and if he went for any sort of move on the inside out, I just wouldn't fight it at all. There's no point. He's on the 2-stop. We've got a pit stop in hand, but then again, I'd say that, but we covered the inside there. That's just racing instinct, and just go cover the inside. I felt like I needed to fight this. I don't know why, but coming across the sector 1 line now, he's still right behind us. We're keeping the car in the middle of the track, and through this right-hander now, we've actually compromised the exit. Now he's all over us, and we're just going to stay on the outside, and he's going to go down inside. We actually brake too late there and end up losing the position anyway. But yeah, fair play to him for going for that move. I try to just keep it round the outside, brake on the racing line, brake as late as I can, and if he goes for it, then fair enough, it's his line. But if he doesn't, then at least I don't lose too much time on the outside. But at the end, we ended up locking up and going wide, and he's took the place. And we'll get to see now how much he opens per lap. And I think that's Diesel in front of us. Yes, our Diesel we're going past. And looks like he didn't fight him too much, so fair play to him. And coming around here now, we're hoping he doesn't hold us up too much, but he actually kindly gets out the way, so fair play to him. That was pretty generous, and he's actually lost a lot of time by doing that, but again, I appreciate that. Yeah, no one has to do that to me. I actually prefer when people fight it. As long as they don't give me damage, I don't mind if they fight it or not, but that's still something I appreciate from him, and fair play to him. But you can see now Shri sets a 24-7, and the gap's 2.1, so in about 3 laps he's opened a 2.1 second gap, and he's on fire right now. He's definitely bolting down the line, and if he keeps this up, who knows, maybe he can actually make the 2-stop work and clinch the win. But it's going to be a real tough challenge for him, going by what the other guys have said. 2 stops like about 10 seconds slower, I think, so something like that anyway. That's a theory. And yeah, so on to lap 16 now, and not much really happened in those few laps, but coming into this third to right hander now, third to last corner, we're actually gone wide, picked up our second warning, and that was just stupid. It was absolutely stupid. I don't know, like, I just lost concentration. I dropped off, started to get a bit too comfortable, and just went out of rhythm, just completely went out of rhythm. And the gap's about 3.4 to Shrees, 3.2 to Alonso, and we've actually gone wide at turn 1 again. And that warning, that second warning, has just put us off, because it's put us under pressure now. If we get that third warning, we've actually gonna like get a penalty. And again, through this right hander going wide, so making so many mistakes so far. 4/10 we've lost in the first sector alone, and into this chicane now again we've locked up, and we're just bottling it right now. We're just giving it away. We're handing time to Alonso on the plate, and just it's not even Alonso, it's like Matiz as well right behind him. So Alonso and Matiz are gaining time on us. It's 2.0 the gap. We've lost 1.4 seconds in like 2 sectors. That's just freaking ridiculous. Like, we shouldn't be doing that, and we shouldn't be doing that in STS, we shouldn't be doing that in AWOL, we shouldn't be doing that in any league. So yeah, it's got on us now. The pressure's got to us, because I have no clue if the guys behind us have a time penalty, and I know if I get a third warning, it'll be a time penalty, and it'll drop us from first down to third, and it's just not what we need right now. We have the lead, we have a comfortable lead, there's no need to push, but we end up making silly mistakes like that. And coming around end of lap 19 now, Shree's actually pits, so he'll be going on to the ultras or supers, I guess. And so far we're setting decent lap times, but Alonso's still all over us. He's like 1.6, he's still keeping that gap. Matiz not too far behind, he's with another 1.6 to Alonso, so 3.2 to us. And we're not even like setting bad lap times, it's just 1/10 off my PB, but Alonso is still closing down that gap. He's closed another 1.5 tenth that lap, and so far it looks like Alonso's in a rhythm. He's just going for it right now. And again, coming across the line now, gap's 1.5. We've set a PB, well not a PB, but only about I think 800s off my PB, and again, just consistency is incredible in this league right now, and Alonso and Matiz are really keeping me honest this race, and it's just that second warning, it put me off. I lost my composure and it was really hard to get back into that rhythm. And you can see now, coming across the line, the gap's even smaller now. It's 1.2, and now I had to push. That was it. I was not having any of that anymore. That was it. I'm not going to let him close from 3.2 to 1.2 and do nothing about it. So coming into turn 3 now, this is when I actually switched on. No more hanging about, no more pissing about. Just now we have to just bang in the lap time. Just give ourselves just confidence, just something to like breathe on and something to hang on with. And so far through sector 1, nearly 2 tenths up on our BB, so that's a good sign. We've opened 2 tenths to him in sector 1, so it looks like we're fighting back. And about 5-6 laps to go now. We need some sort of buffer. We can't keep letting him close the gap, and every time we do that, he gains more and more confidence. So comes to sector 2 now, again 2 tenths up on our PB, and we've opened another 4 tenths in that sector, so it looks like 6 tenths in this lap so far, and only a few corners to go in this sector. If we can gain a few more tenths, then that would just be a sucker punch for him. It would be something just like a knockout punch, and it'll just confirm to him that you're not going past me, mate. That's all I can say. And coming through the last corner now, yeah, pretty tidy lap, and the gap's open massively now. That was a juicy lap, and I enjoyed that lap. And 1.9, so 7 tenths we opened that lap, and yeah, GG. That's all I can say. I know he'll be watching this now, getting a bit annoyed with that, but that's it, mate. Like, I couldn't have let him close anymore. And only about a lap to go now. The gaps maintain the same, but yeah, all I could say is really like GG to these guys. They're like Alonso and Matiz. They were like really consistent, and they were on the pace, and I can't say it was me driving slow. It wasn't. I was pushing every single bit. It's just a few mistakes that cost me a bit of time, but they were still on it, and on the day they were really quick. So yeah, we're lucky that they didn't punish us with our mistakes because they weren't close enough. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think pole pretty much won me the race. Once I got that pole, it gave me good clean air in stint 1, and it gave me a good chance to win this race. And in stint 2, I think we're pretty equal, and I think actually at some point Alonso and Matiz were quicker. So again, yeah, just fair play to them, and I hope this goes on for the whole season. I want this. Like, I've been waiting for so long to have this with Sonich and with Alonso, but with Matiz as well and other drivers as well, it'd be great. And coming across the line now to win, and they've finished really close. So yeah, pretty fun race, to be honest. It was nice, and yeah, like I said, I hope these guys keep it up. I hope I can keep it up myself. I hope I can keep this pace up, because it looks like it's going to be a great season. Really close, only 1.4 seconds separating the top 3, and that's good news for the season. And seeing Surpriseman, I think he was 5th there. I think Stree's in 4th. So yeah, I think with the right strategy by them two as well, they could have been up there. But either way, we take the win now, and we'll go through the classification in a bit. And yeah, it's actually pretty cool to have these podium celebrations now as well. Something new on this game. I think they had it on previous games as well, just not on 2016, I think it was. So fair play to Codemasters for adding this on. So going through the classifications now, us in 1st there, Alonso 2nd, Matiz 3rd, Strees 4th, Surpriseman 5th, Danny 6th, Maranzano 7th, Sam 8th, Dizzle 9th, Feisty Ted 10th, and that pretty much rounds up the top 10 there. So yeah, that is pretty much it from this race. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope to get more of these highlights out, as well as AOR highlights soon as well. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed it. You can actually follow these races live, this STS F1 races live on Monday nights at 8 PM. So tonight will be Bahrain. You can follow an STS F1 Twitch account, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.